What up, YouTube? All right, we're gonna do a hitting tips video. We're also gonna make this a video for episode 2 of our Battle Royale series. Right now, in this BR draft run, whatever, we're 5-0. This is the squad. You saw it in the first video on how to draft and all that nonsense. Same team. Here we go. 5 wins, 0 losses. We're gonna just go right into this, John, and get another game. Who are we playing against? All right, China Gamers. Oh boy. I'm not even gonna make the easy joke. I'm just not gonna do it. It's a layup, but I don't want to take that layup, man. I'm a 3-point shooter, bro. Hey, that's a great metaphor. Bruh, it's a good start to the game. Yeah, good night. And when you square up a ball, everyone knows it's not a hit anymore. Except that time. I got it! Eddie fucking Matthews. I should throw not that pitch. But you know what they say, when in Rome. Here we go, beautiful. All right, we're out of the inning. Now starts the beginning of the hitting tips video. I'll go through my thought process when I hit. So right now, it's Gary Sheffield in BR. Different than you would in ranked. But normally in ranked, I'd start down here because they usually pitch me with down and in sinkers. But be flexible with the PCI. All right, I maybe should have wanted that. But be flexible with the PCI. Move it around if that's what keeps you, reminded that you have to be liquid with it. Should hit the ball to the moon. Okay, I'm too busy talking, not hitting. Be flexible with the PCI. Always move that, John. That's interesting. That ball should have been launched. It wasn't. That's what you want to do. So you want to move the PCI around. This is what I do. I move my PCI around to remind myself to be loose with it, not to keep it in one position and hold it there, but to keep it moving. Only time you'd want to keep that PCI here is in certain situations. For me, that's lefty on lefty against guys like Chapman, who the only way you're going to hit his fastball if it's thrown inside on lefty on left situations is if you hold that bitch there and you time that shit, or you swing early. Smoke that, John, but you know how it is in this game. PCI tracking is very important, so you want to constantly track the ball. If you see a cutter, recognize it, follow it. Slowly follow it. That was smoked again. A little off center for the PCI. It's a good, but you know what they say. You're not Eddie Matthews. You want to hit the ball out. That should be an out. Very lit. Didn't BR. Relief pitchers get tired before they even face 3 batters. See ya. All right, guys. This is when the real beginnings of the video starts. To never get out in our life. Look at that tracking. Even on balls, track it. 3-0 count. You're not going to swing anyways. Still track it. Practice your tracking whenever you can. Don't roll over on balls outside of the zone. Now I'll turn on the video, or turn up in the video when it comes to hitting. Okay, maybe not now. All right, so right now, keep the PCI flexible. We're going to look down and in as the spot, though. It wasn't down and in, but it was right where, my PCI was. I didn't have to do much moving. That shit was light. Perfect. A perfect. I'm surprised there wasn't a line out to the left fielder. Sorry. Look at that tracking. Look at PCI is. You gotta let that shit travel, boys. That's all you gotta do out here. I use the spaceship inner, and the diamond middle, no outer. I don't have the inner fade. I have the inner stay and the middle stay the entire way. I used to use just the middle, but I found that I was having a hard time lining up the PCI with the ball coming in, and I wanted something more precise. I got rid of white because white was kind of blending in. It was a little faded. I'm on blue. Wow, did I crush that? I'm on cyan. 80% visibility, I believe. Or actually 70% visibility. That ball sent to the moon, boys. That's it. Look, it says just early squared up. Don't pay attention to that. This game is stupid. I squared that up perfectly. Starting point, which was for me, I move it around a lot, but once the ball comes in, I kind of hover right here, middle up. So to me, my thought process is, why do I start my PCI middle up-ish? What is a harder pitch to track later in the, or to react to, I should say? A high fastball. You want to start around that area, so a ball like that is actually hit pretty well. If you start low, you'll have a really hard time catching up to high fastballs, especially if it's a high sinker, when it's breaking a lot. Because if you start up, the sinker will break into your PCI. If you start down here, you have to flick it up to try and meet it. But if you start up here, middle up, you have a better chance of flicking down to the ball if it's low, for multiple reasons. One of them being it's easier to react going low, in my opinion, and the ball is slower, generally lower in the zone. Like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Start the PCI mid up. He throws a fastball PP shot right down the middle of the plate on the low side. You flick down and you crush it. He quit right before I can get in that bat with Gary Sheffield, which pisses me off because I need stats for him for his prestige. This is episode 2 of Battle Royale and a hitting tips video at the same time. I'm a fucking multitasker. Anyways, I'm out this bitch. Peace.